One man's hero is another man's villain. It's just a matter of perspective. What if Reaper is the good guy? Could Talon actually be saving humanity? Could they be trying to defeat an Omnic uprising?
I'm back in black.
Gabriel Reyes, today known as Reaper, was once the leader of the original Overwatch strike team. It was under his leadership that they brought an end to the Omnic crisis. However, when Overwatch went from this small team to a world peacekeeping task force, he was demoted and Jack Morrison, now known as Soldier 76, became the leader. Years later, Overwatch was accused of corruption, and under pressure from the public and world leaders, the organisation was disbanded. There was this big fight between Reyes and Morrison that destroyed their headquarters, and as far as the public are concerned, it also killed both men. Jump forward to the present day and Reaper is a part of Talon, a terrorist organisation that has been responsible for major atrocities the world over. In his spare time, he's hunting down Overwatch agents and stealing technology. This is the story we have been presented with, but what if we take a look at these events from a different angle?
I'll be sure to send them your regards, monkey.
Going back to the beginning, Reyes was the leader of the group that saved the entire human race during the first Omnic crisis. He is a true bona fide hero. But when the fighting's done, it's his friend Jack Morrison who is promoted over him. In the years to come, Overwatch becomes riddled with corruption. In the story as we know it, this is blamed on Reyes and his covert ops division Blackwatch. But what if that is a lie, created by Overwatch's leaders to move the blame from themselves? What if Reyes actually uncovered the crimes being committed by Jack Morrison and the other agents, and he tried to stop them, resulting in the fight that ended Overwatch? Today, Reaper is known to be hunting ex-Overwatch agents. What if he's just trying to make them pay for their crimes? So that's another way of looking at the past, but what about the present? Reaper, along with Widowmaker and the rest of Talon, have been doing some pretty terrible things, right? Well, perhaps we're just not seeing the big picture. In the game's world right now, a second Omnic crisis is heating up. Russia is being attacked, a god program in Egypt nearly escaped, things are kicking off. So what if Talon is trying to defeat the Omnics before the war can really begin? Most recently, we saw them attempt to assassinate Katya Volskaya, the woman building mechs to fight the Omnics in Russia. But we also saw that she's been consorting with the enemy, making deals with the Omnics that she has sworn to fight. Talon failed to kill her, but what would have been the repercussions if they had succeeded? The construction of the mechs would likely have continued, but now without the secret dealings with the enemy. If we go back a little further in time, we have the assassination of Mondata, the leader of the Shambhali monks. Seemingly, he's trying to bring humans and Omnics closer together by preaching that they embrace the Iris. Iris is an interesting name, the name of an ancient Greek god in fact. Anubis was the name of the god program that nearly escaped in Egypt, and we know there are multiple god programs around the world. Could the Iris be one of them, and maybe it's trying to lure more Omnics under its control? We saw in the Farah comic that the Anubis god program could control nearby Omnics. What about if Talon knows what the Iris is doing, and by assassinating Mondata they stopped the god program from gaining more followers? Even further back in time, we see Reaper trying to hack Overwatch's AI and computers, maybe to get details on ex-agents that he's hunting down, or perhaps Athena, Overwatch's AI, is another god program, and he's trying to stop that one as well. Other Talon activities like trying to steal the Doomfist all fit into this plan as well. Maybe they're trying to stop these objects from ending up in the hands of Omnics who would use them against the humans. Okay, we know this all sounds like some crazy conspiracy theory, but look at Blizzard's other titles. World of Warcraft in particular uses the idea of hero or villain being a matter of perspective depending on which side of the alliance or horde you're on. And then in the real world, the same thing happens throughout history and even today. Many view Genghis Khan as one of the most brutal war leaders in history, a terrible villain who had 40 million people killed in his name. But to others, he was the hero who united the clans and forged one of the largest empires in history. It's all just a matter of perspective. So what do you think? Could this be the biggest twist in Overwatch's lore yet? Or do you think the story is a more simplistic tale of good versus evil? Let me know in the comments below. As always, this is James for Curse saying thanks for watching and enjoy the game.